Sometimes you try and you try to be shomer your kedusha, and it's to no avail. The great Rosh Hashiva Rav Nosson Tzvi Finkel Zecher Tzadik Levracha was known as the Bal Yisurim of the door. Even more so, he was known for his great Mesiras Nefesh for Klal Yisrael, for Torah, and for the Bachrim in general. I was Zecher to see it in the Shir. When he would give the Shir, he gave it with tremendous Mesiras Nefesh. There was one time the great Rosh Hashiva came up to give the Shir, sat by the stender, and tried, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't get the words out. And he motioned to the bacher that was next to him to give him a pen and a paper, and he wrote down on a piece of paper, "Hishtadalti," I tried. The message that the bacher received was something much more powerful than any shmooze they had ever received. Trying is worth everything. When we try to be shomer einayim, and even when we're not successful, HaKadosh Baruch Hu writes down on a paper, he tried. HaKadosh Baruch Hu adds up all of those papers, and those papers eventually are what gives us the strength to not just battle against the Yetzer Hara, but to actually beat the Yetzer Hara. I heard from Rav Aaron Leib Shteyman, Zichrona Levracha, a story about the Chafetz Chaim. He said the Chafetz Chaim was once traveling in a wagon, and he was with a bacher that was malavim and was helping him on the road. When they got to a certain town, it was a long journey, and the Chafetz Chaim was dozing off, and his head kept falling down, and the bacher was nervous because it was a town that the goyim were quite expressive in their avodah zaras, and they were on every corner and every street corner. You could see all of their crosses and all of the different avodah zaras that are precious to the goyim. And the bacher was afraid if they would get to a stop, a juncture in the road, the Chafetz Chaim would doze in a way where it would look like he was bowing to the cross, to the avodah zara, which of course would be a great chil Hashem. So the bacher was ready and prepared to quickly lift up the Chafetz Chaim if they would get to such a juncture. But then the bacher saw the kedusha of the Chafetz Chaim. Every time before they would get to a juncture, to a stop, the Chafetz Chaim, in his slumber state, lifted up his head, and then, after they would pass the area, would doze off again. And the bacher saw the result of a person that works on Kedusha. A person like the Chafetz Chaim, who spent his entire lifetime working on Kedusha, he became Kaddish. Sometimes the journey to Kedusha is very difficult, and we try and we battle. But if you battle and you try, the success that you're going to see is that eventually you will become Kaddish.